Hey, hello students. Welcome back to our channel. Today we are going to discuss about operators. Basically, operators are symbols that help Python to perform an action like add, compare, or assign values. An operator is a special symbol used to perform operations on variables and values. Operators are basically like instruction buttons in Python. Like when we use symbols like plus, minus, or an asterisk, Python performs the action on given values. For example, adding two numbers or comparing two values. Without operators, Python cannot process data or make decisions. In real world scenario, using a calculator, pressing plus or minus performs an operation. Python operators works the same way. Basically, why this concept exists? To perform mathematical, logical, and comparison tasks in programs where we use in real life. In real life, we will be using in billing software, banking apps, score calculations, and login validations. Beginners will be confused about the operator versus operand. Basically, let's go to the Python syntax now. Here, there is a equal to 10 and b equal to 5. The result is stored as a plus b, and the result being printed. Now, I am running it in the terminal, Python conditions.py. On running it in the terminal, we got the 15. So, here, the result is obtained as 15. Now let's go back to operand. Operands are the values on which operators perform actions. Operands are the actual numbers or variables involved in an operation. In expression, basically, a plus b, a and b are operands, and plus is the operator. Every operator needs operands to work. Without operands, operators cannot perform any task. The real world scenario will be taking like calculator 5 plus 2. 5 and 2 are operands. Equal to is an operator. Let's take the Python example as x equal to 7 and y equal to 3. Let's say we are printing x into y. Here the x and y are represented as operands and asterisk is represented as operand. So this is the clear difference between operator and operand. Let's print the result now. We got 21. Yeah, perfect. Okay. Now let's move to the arithmetic operators. Arithmetic operators is used to perform mathematical operations like addition, subtraction, multiplication, etc. Arithmetic operators are used when Python needs to calculate numbers. This includes addition, subtraction, multiplication, division, remainder, lower division, and exponent. They are used in billing systems, salary calculations, marks percentage, and data analytics. These are the most commonly used operators in beginners programs. In the real world scenario, we'll be seeing like in the shopping billing calculation. Let's go with the code side. Now let's take the A as 10 and B as let's take A as 10 and B as 3. And A as 10 and now let's look at the example of the arithmetic operator like the code. Let's say A equal to 10 and B equal to 3. These two are operands and we are printing it the result as print of a plus b. It adds the two numbers, it's addition, and print of a minus b, it's subtraction, and print of a into b, it's multiplication, and print of A slash B its division. Print of A percentage B is remainder, and print of A double slash B is floor division, and print of A double asterisk B is power. Let's print the output now. You can see like on adding two members we got as 13, on subtraction we got as 7, on multiplication we got as 30, on the division we got as 3.333, on the remainder we got as 1, on the floor division we got as 3, and the power we got as 3000. So hope it was clear, right? Guys, now let's look at to the comparison operators. Comparison operators are used to compare two values and return whether it's true or false. Comparison operators help Python make decisions that compare two values and return either true or false. This is important basically in logical systems, checking eligibility, marks grading, and filtering data. These operators are used heavily in conditional statements and loops. The real world scenario, let's say we're checking an age greater than 18 for eligible to vote. Now let's take the scenario by the Python code. Now you can see the Python code. I'm taking a user input and I'm checking whether A less than B or A greater than B or A equal to B or A not equal to B. Let's check it in the console level. I'm then entering the number as 3 and the other number as 2. It says A less than B as false, and A greater than B as true, A equal to B as false, and A not equal to B as true. So this is how comparison operator works. Now let's discuss about assignment operator. Assignment operators store data into variables and update them. They help in modifying values during program execution. It is used in counters, loops, totals, and calculations. Let's take the Python code as a equal to 5, like we are assigning 5 to a. Now let's increment the a, like a plus equal to 3 means a equal to a plus 3 means it becomes 5 equal to 5 plus a equal to 5 plus 3, that results 8, and we are doing an hashtag operator like a hashtag equal to 2 means a equal to a into 2, that results in a equal to value into 2 that prints the value. Let's see what the result comes. Here for the first print it results 8. For the second print it results 16. So this is the assignment operator. Now let's discuss about the logical operator. Logical operator check multiple conditions at once. They help programs take decisions based on multiple situations, mostly used in login systems, form validations, and filtering. Let's see the Python code for this. Let's take the age as 20 and citizen is true. Let's print the age greater than or equal to 18 on citizen. If both are true, this prints. Print age greater than or equal to 18 or citizen. If either of one is true, this prints. Print not citizen. It's a reverse condition. So let's verify one by one. It says the first one is true, as age greater than or equal to 18 or citizen is true, and age greater than or equal to 18 or citizen is also true, but not a citizen is not true. So it remains false. Now let's discuss about membership operators. The membership operators is used to check whether a value exists in a sequence. So let's see the list one has it's an array. It contains 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's check print 3 is in list 1 or not. And let print 6 in list 1 or not and print 5 not in list 1. Let's print this. So it shares 3 is in list 1, that's true. 6 is in list 1, that's false. And 5 not in list 1, that's also false. So that is membership operator. Now let's discuss about identity operator. Checks whether two variables refer to the same memory object. Here is the basic syntax of the identity operator. Let's take an array with an elements 1, 2 and let's assign a b equal to a and print we are printing a is b. If a is b it's true and again we are printing a is not b. If a is not b then it prints false. Let's validate this. We can say a is b. So it prints true. A is not B. This is not valid. So it prints false. This is how identity operator works. Now let's discuss about if statement. If statement checks a condition and runs code only when the condition is true. It helps programs take decisions like checking, marks, password validation, eligibility, etc. Without if statements, program cannot make intelligent choices. So let's check the code now. Let's say age equal to 25 and if age greater than or equal to 21, we are printing you are an adult. It is checking the condition and only executes if it is true. So you can see I have checked, I have run in the terminal. It executes because it checks the condition and it returns true. So it returns you are an adult. So this is if operator. Now guys, let's discuss about if else operator. If else executes only one block of code when a condition is true, another block when it is false. The if else statements help Python take decisions. When a condition is checked, Python runs one block if it is true and another if it is false. It is like choosing between pass or fail, login success or failure, or approved or rejected. This makes programs interactive and intelligent instead of running the same steps every time. In real world scenario, we can see the exam result as pass or fail. Basically, why this concept exists. To handle decisions making in programs where used login systems, payment success or failure, eligibility checks, the beginner confusion, they are like indentation mistakes using equal to instead of double equal to. Python code, let's discuss here now. Let's say the marks are 60 and marks greater than or equal to 45 and marks are assigned as 60. It is storing student marks in variable. And if marks greater than or equal to 45, checking if marks are greater than or equal to 45. If it is true, it executes pass, and if it is not true, it executes fail. Let's run the condition now. It executes and it shows pass because we got 60 and it is greater than or equal to 45, so it works now. And this is if else operator. Now let's discuss about the if else operator. It's like multi-generation system. In simple meaning, we would say like program choose for many options. Like basically, it's used to check multiple conditions one by one. Let's say the if else if is used when there are many possible outcomes. Python checks the condition first. If false, it checks the next, and so on. When one condition becomes true, the blocks runs and remain conditions are skipped. This is useful in grading systems, menu options, and real-life decision making, where multiple possibilities exist. The real-world scenario will be using like the student grading system, like A, B, C. Why it exists? To avoid writing many if statements separately. These are used in ATM options, grading systems, salary classification. So let's look at the code now. Here the marks are 75. Now we are checking whether the marks are greater than or equal to 90. If the condition is satisfied, then it prints it as grade A. If marks are greater than or equal to 60, then it prints it as grade B. If it is not, then it prints grade C. Now let's verify the condition now. It prints grade B because the marks are 75 and it is greater than or equal to 60. So this is if else operator. Now let's discuss about for loop. It is used for basically it repeats code for each time in a sequence. Like for loop runs a block of code multiple times automatically. It is used when we know how many times repetition is required. Python takes each value from a sequence like range, list, or string and executes the block. It reduces manual coding and used in printing lists, calculations, and automation tasks. The real world scenario it is used in printing attendance lists. And let's look at the code now. Let's say for I in range of 5 means it generate numbers from 0 to 4. Print of 5. It is used to print each number one by one. And let's run the code now. So it prints 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. And this is how the for loop works. So let's now discuss about the while loop. While loop is used for it's basically acts like repeats code only while the condition is true. While loop continues executing until the condition becomes false. It is used when number of repetitions is unknown, commonly used in login retry systems, game loops, and input validation. The real world scenario, it checks the retry password until it's correct. Let's see now the code. Here the code is like I equal to 1. This is the starting value, while I is less than or equal to 5. The loop runs until condition becomes false, and it prints the value as I, and it I plus equal to 1 means it increases I by 1. So it is important to stop loop. So let's run now. So now it prints from 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it starts from 1 and it prints till 5. So this is how the while loop works. Now let's discuss about the break statement, the break condition. So here it stops loop immediately when condition is met. Break is used when we want to stop a loop before it finishes normally. Once break runs, the loop ends instantly and control moves to the next statement. It is used in such programs menu exists and stopping process when a target is found. In real world scenario, stop searching when item is found. So let's look at the code now. In the code we have found like for I in range of 10, checks the loop from 0 to 9 and if I equal to 4, checks if I equals 4 and it breaks when it's satisfied and it stop loop immediately and next it prints the value before break. So let's see the output. So it prints from 0, 1, 2, 3. When I equal to 4 means when it reaches 4, it breaks. So this is how it works, the break statement. Now let's discuss about the continue. Continue is used to skips the current iteration and moves to next. The explanation for the continue is to ignore the current loop step when condition is met and proceeds to next repetition. Does not stop the loop completely like break. It is used like when certain values must be ignored. The real world scenario, skipping the absent students in attendance. Let's now look at the code. Prime range of 11. It checks now from 0 to 10 and if I equal to 4. If I is 4, it checks condition and it skip the titration when we give continue and it prints all except 4. Let's write now. So we can see the result as 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. You can see the 4 was skipped. This is how the continue works. Now let's discuss about the pass. It is used when code is required tactically but no action needed. Pass is a temporary placeholder. It allows the program to run without errors when a block is empty. Developers use it when planning code or leaving parts for later. Does nothing when executed but keeps the structure valid. Very useful during the development and debugging stages. Real world empty form field kept for further use, future use. Let's look at the code now. Prime range of 4, the loop structure is created and pass says like no action will be performed. So now let's run the code. So you can see though no action is performed. This is how the operators and operands work. Now let's discuss about some of the interview questions that can be asked in the operators. So the first one is difference between slash and double slash. Slash is like floating point division and double slash is like floor division. It is basically used to remove the decimal. Example, 10 divided by 3 is 3.33 and 10 divided by 3 is 3 because it removes the decimals. And the second question is the real use of modulus. It is used in even or odd checks. And how did present affect arithmetic expressions? Operators execute in order like asterisk, double asterisk, hyphen, asterisk, slash. In this way, the present will be actually working. Like let's say 2 plus 3 into 4 equal to 14, not 20, because first it executes 3 into 4 as 12 and it executes the 12 will be added to 2, so it returns 14. So let's discuss now about the billing scenario using arithmetic operators. Let's say the total price we want to retrieve. It is equal to the item price into quantity minus discount plus tax. This is how the total price is works. Let's discuss about the arithmetic with different data types. The language it auto converts like type promotion. In example, like it says int plus float is equal to float, and the bug due to arithmetic logic is using integer division instead of float causes wrong percentages. So now let's discuss about the comparison and relational operator interviews. What is the difference between double equal to and exclamatory on that says not equal to? Double equal to says checks equality. Not equal to says it checks inequality. What is role in decision making? It is used in if statements to control program flow. And let's discuss about the authentication example. Let's say if entered password is equal to stored password, it allows access. So, and the next question is output of 10 less than x less than 20. So it checks if x is lies between 10 and 20. It is used as a range condition check. So here are the interview questions. All the interview questions are listed here. So please check the interview questions and please go through the class once or twice until you understand clearly. So this is all about today's class. So let's discuss about more in the next classes. Thank you.